What's up, guys? We're back for another disc golf video. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about form. If y'all been watching my videos recently, you know that I have been going through some form changes, and today we're going to talk about the importance of form. And one of those important things about form is that it helps prevent you from getting injured. I can speak to that clearly right now because I injured my ribs a week ago and I haven't been able to throw. And it was because I was trying out new form and not really thinking through it and processing. And instead of rotating at my hips, I rotated more in my shoulder and upper body, and I kind of tweaked my ribs. They're still a little bit uncomfortable, so we're gonna be working through that today and just trying to process form. First, I'm going to do a little slow-mo clip of my old form and how I used to throw, and then I'll show you guys a slow-mo clip of how I'm trying to throw now. And we're just gonna kind of talk and process through some form stuff. So I've got a couple of putters here. That's a great way to start off warming up, guys, if y'all are ever just wanting to warm up and everything, is to throw putters because they're a little less effortless, and they also kind of show you your mistakes a little bit more because they're designed to be thrown at lower speeds. So if you come out and you're trying to work on your form and you're throwing distance drivers, not full speed, that's not really going to give you the information that you need like a disc that is designed to be thrown at slower speed. So my old form, I would always, for those of you that have been watching for a while, know that I used to always kind of point, like I'd fully extend out this way and then come back. And that's just too much distance to travel and be accurate and be fluid. And so what I'm trying to do is maybe like come out a little bit in front of myself, not a full extend like I used to, come out a little bit in front of myself and watch my angles right here as I'm holding the disc. Also rotating my arm up and down, and then keeping it close to my body. Again, I can pull it out front and then just keeping it here. And as you guys know, if y'all have watched the video with Brian Earhart and Paul Ulibarri, you guys definitely need to watch that. There is no reach back in form. That is an old thing that was taught. And you know, you might reach back a little bit, like a couple inches, but the whole desire is for this disc to stay in line with your back foot as you step forward. You can see it's still like in that area. Obviously this isn't doing correct, I was just focusing on this. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be working on. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna throw a couple with my old form here, and then we're going to talk about the new form, and we're gonna kind of compare and all that kind of stuff.
So y'all can see me walking up here, holding the disc out in front of myself. And starting to round my elbow almost a little too much, jumping through, and I honestly think my arm goes back a little too far behind my back plant foot. So I'm definitely going to want to work on that.
And I don't think my form was like horribly bad before. It just has some hitches in it that need to be worked out. All right, now we're going to do some shots with our new form.
So right here, again, I'm noticing the same thing. My backhand is too far behind my foot, and I feel like I'm not stepping out far enough. So that's the main thing that I'm noticing that I definitely want to try and work on. And then here you can see it's a little bit better, but still my arm is pretty far behind my back foot. And so that's definitely going to be something that I'm going to try and work on, keeping that in line with that foot. So after watching and reviewing my my form right there, I've noticed that, and I feel like I've always kind of done this, I always have a bend in my elbow. Like I rotate at my shoulder, which is good, but I don't then fully extend, and I'm not sure what's stopping me from doing that. And so just a very quick look, and I would love y'all's feedback as well, not on the old form, but on the new form that I'm trying to do, trying to stay more compact and slow motion and stuff. What you guys see that you think I need to work on compared to pros and people who do it so well. Again, I think what I see here that I need to do is work on extending more. And obviously I was throwing putters here, so I didn't need to go all the way back, you know. But I do think I need to step forward more with my foot, with my front foot. And in doing so, like I mentioned, it looked like my arm was a little bit too far behind my back foot there. And if I extend my front foot more, then I won't go back behind it. Like I only want to go behind my back foot if I'm fully extended. Here's a couple pictures of like Eagle and Ricky at their final extension. And the disc is a lot more vertical above their back foot than mine is. So I'm gonna work on stepping out more with my arm, stepping out more with my foot, and then also trying to extend, not reach back, but extend at my elbow and bend at my elbow a little bit more.
All right, so that was just some light form work that we were going through across the field to kind of compare and contrast or whatever. Now we're gonna jump into some more distance work. Another reason why form is important is for consistency. And for me, with how extended my form was, since there were so many different, since there was such a big distance from start to finish along that avenue, it was difficult to be consistent when I'm moving that far. And so if you look at people like Drew Gibson, he's very consistent with his form because he stays very compact and just unwinds very quickly. And so it's easy to be consistent. And when your form is consistent, then your shot and your game is gonna be consistent. So that's another reason why form and just knowing what you're doing is important. Now, I'm not a form coach or anything by any means. I watch pros, I've played with pros, all that kind of stuff. And for the most part, I've avoided injury until recently while I was trying to change my form. But just because I had never been injured before didn't mean that my form was correct, you know? And so during the off season, I'm gonna be working on it. We're gonna be processing and talking through things. And I'm gonna see if my form will give me more distance because that's what I want. I was accurate before. I could hit my lines and my gaps, but I'm hoping that my form will give me more distance in the long run and more consistency. So let's get some big throws going. Gonna warm up again here with just the putter. Throw all these putters first. Oh, that's low. Got a good bit of wind out here on this field, like always. Oh, wow, Michael. Look how pretty those trees are, guys. Now we're gonna go to throw in a couple mids. I've got my SPZ, I got my Bounty, and I got my Truth. SPZ, I'm gonna throw on a tiny little bit of hyzer. Man, when I really try and extend and get my arm all the way back, I don't know, that's what I'm working on. I want that to be more consistent. That was a sick shot with the Bounty. Let's go, that's over 300, easy. All right, now I have a couple fairway drivers. I've got 2 Sapphires, got a max weight and a medium weight. That's a rip. That's the heavyweight one. So that's why it's coming out a little bit at the end. We'll throw this one on a little bit of a hyzer. Oh, it wanted to hold it, but that wind ended up catching it. And now we've got some distance drivers. Got a World, a Trespass, and a Raider. Start off with the Raider. Ooh, that flipped real nice. Yeah. That was sick. I feel like these are probably pushing 350 maybe. I haven't fully unwound and found my form, obviously. Oh, stable up, stable up, stable up, stable up, please, gosh. That was weird, it turned in the middle of its flight. I also have a Stag, a Grace, and a Captain. We're gonna throw the Captain here. Stable up, that's a smash. Kind of a smash for me. All right, and then this Stag. This should fly pretty good for us. To the fairway driver. Ooh! Yo, what? Okay, I can't wait to measure that. That looked like that went 400. Guys, no joke. I threw that bounty 375 and I threw the stag 400. Like, that's wild, and that's what form does. Something about those two throws, I'm gonna go back and rewatch, made them go really, really well. There's probably a little bit of angle control, release point, all that kind of stuff, and that's what I really, really wanna work out. Yeah, shoot. All right, let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it out there even further. So I already feel warmed up, so I'm not gonna throw my putters anymore here. We're just gonna go mids into fairways into distance drivers. I really wanna work on my angle. I feel like one thing that I do whenever I try and hold it here is I have it on a wrong angle. Like it's like this. And I need it to be more flat when it comes through as it gets back here. I also know that I need to step this way because that helps my hips unwind, and as I plant, that I need to start with my hips, and that allows it to pull through. Again, this is gonna take all off season to kind of work on. All right, let's throw this EMAC. Not bad, actually, pretty good. The wind is still pushing everything to the left because it's coming from right to left, so I need to just make sure I don't throw I don't show the face to it. Here's that bounty again. Ah, the wind is messing with it, but look at that thing fly, dude. So that was probably closer to like 350 maybe. All right, and I'm gonna throw this SPZ. I don't even wanna throw it with a hyzer because the wind's gonna push it. I'm just gonna throw it flat and we'll watch it be understable. I did still throw it with a little bit of hyzer, but look at that. It flipped up and turned real nice, wow. That was really, really good. Okay, wind's picking up like crazy, watch this. See that? Wind is left to right. A lot of people are watching, they'll be like, there's no wind out there. It's like, that's wind. Just because you can't see the trees moving way down there. All right, Sapphire. I might try and throw this one flat. This is the heavyweight one. Maybe even give it a little bit of anhyzer. Oh, that's a bomb. Dude, that's a bomb. That felt so good too. Yes, sir. Ah, I turned that over too much. Stag time. Let's see if I can push this one back out there past 400. Too flat. Didn't give that enough air. We'll start off with the Raider. Oh my gosh, dude, that one ripped out of my hands. Come on. Gosh, that one felt really good. Can you guys see those? Yeah, y'all can see those. All right, let's go trespass here. I threw that way too high. All right, throwing the Grace, and then I'll end on the World. Yeah. Oh, that's pushing. Wow. Okay, that should be close to 400. So I threw that Raider 398, and then threw the heavyweight Sapphire and the Grace 410. It was like 408 for one and 400 for the other one. So that's really, really good. I feel like I'm kind of starting to dial some stuff in. I want to try and beat that 410, so let's throw a couple more. Also, I threw the Bounty and the SPZ in the 360s, which is wild to me. Please, stable up, stable up, stable up. That was a bomb. Now, obviously these aren't accurate because I don't really know what I'm throwing at. All right, throwing the Stag here again. Flip a little more. All right, that's pushing. Stable up. Yeah, that's pushing. I don't know why. I mean, that was on a line. Some of these are like slipping out, and that's not what you want. You want a lot of snap on them. Let's go Grace here. Like, you want it to be forced out of your hand to generate spin. Stable up, Grace. That might be it, y'all. Man, pretty consistent with the Sapphire and the Grace. Both of them went over 400 feet again. My ribs still are pretty uncomfortable, like they're super sore right now on this side. So I'm excited to come out here when I'm like 100% feeling healthy, and just start dialing stuff in. Maybe bring a basket out and throw it down there or something so that I have something to aim for. But man, yeah, my form is going to help me be more consistent. It's gonna help me stay healthy and safe. It's gonna help me be more confident, and it's gonna help me throw further. Like, yeah, further and more accurate. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video as we're kind of just processing through form and everything. See you on the next video. Peace out.